Hello, Dexter Morgan fans. Tonight's the night, and welcome to my Dexter Resurrection Touched by an Angel or Touched by a Hell live stream therapy session. I know we're all having some mixed feelings about the most recent episode of Dexter Resurrection, which is completely understandable, and I'm here to try to comfort you all through that. So obviously I want to say this beforehand. I pinned a comment in the comment section, but the finale episode is out. I have it in my Instagram messages. I haven't watched it yet. So if you've seen the finale of the season 1 of Dexter Resurrection, I would recommend, or I would appreciate if you didn't spoil anything. Please don't do that, although haters will do that now that I've said that. But if you've seen the finale, please don't comment any spoilers. So we got somebody in the chat. We have Ryan. Hey, Jdevtv. Ryan, I made you a moderator on the channel. I don't know if you know that or not, but I made you a mod because you're an awesome mod for Cody and CPO. So I made you a mod randomly. Was it yesterday or the day before? So congratulations. So obviously we know the... Bear with me a second here. There's a weird message that's showing up on my thing and I don't like it. Get off my screen. Okay. Okay, I got the message that I didn't want on screen, off the screen. All right, off the screen. Okay, so obviously we know that we lost Angel Batista. Well, allegedly we didn't get a coroner to pronounce him dead, but it looks like Angel's days are done on Dexter, which pisses some people off. It's understandable. I mean, you bring Angel back just to kill him off, kind of like they did in Dexter New Blood to bring Dexter back just to kill him off. So my personal opinion, for those of you that haven't watched the episode yet or haven't read, or I should say, if you haven't watched the episode yet, you shouldn't be in this stream. But my opinion on the episode, while it had its flaws and some things the characters did that are kind of not something they should have done at that time, it was really powerful in the end. I will say that powerful. And I guess I should ask the chat this, the people that are in the chat right now, are you guys hearing me right? I'm sure you are, but just to clarify, do I sound great and everything? Always forget to do that just in case. It looks like everything is running smooth, but you never know when like there's a noise in the background or something like that. So back to Ryan, I really appreciate that, Jdevtv. Man, he inspired me to do more live streams. You know, those kind of things resonate with me when people ask me to talk about something. I mean, sometimes I mumble my way through things. I am not the most coherent speaker sometimes. I'm not a Cody Leach. I wish I was, but I'm just not. I try to aspire to be like him, but I'm not. And sometimes I wonder, like, do I really need to be talking to people when I barely can get words out sometimes or see sometimes? So all your appreciation of the work I do goes a long way. We have Rusty Reels in the chat. He's saying hi to Ryan. Check out Rusty Reels' channel. More short format, a couple reviews on the channel. Rusty Reels, any possibility of Dexter content on your channel? Some reviews or anything like that? I don't know if that's, you're focused on the movies right now, but obviously there's a lot of people that want to see that stuff. Hey, Jdevtv, yep, always. Hey, Rusty, yep. I believe that's probably, yep, Rusty Reels. Yeah, post links to his channel, definitely. Yes, like and subscribe. Or as James Stokes would say, subscribe, motherfucker. Cody Leach had an interesting close for Angel against Dexter. Now, I do watch all of Cody's videos, and you better bet your ass I watched that video. In fact, I postponed recording my video of my predictions for the finale of Dexter Resurrection, which I've already done now, but I postponed doing it for like a half an hour and listened to Cody at 2 times the speed just so I could listen to his video. Now, yeah, there's a little tweaks that he did where, Dexter has a weapon, Angel has a weapon, and it looks like they're going to team up, and then Angel goes after Dexter anyway instead of just choking him out right away. So, yeah, I saw that. Thank you for the comment, the legendary Crazy Coffee Man. Always love the Crazy Coffee Man. The most awesome episode summaries in my comment section or cliff notes or whatever he wants to break down. So awesome. Probably takes him forever to do, which he doesn't have to do that much, but he does anyway. Hear you good? Loud and clear. Thank you. Sound is good. Thank you, Ryan. Loud and clear. I'll stick with movies for now and leave Dexter to the experts like you. I may do some Peacemaker season 2 soon. I was asked to do Peacemaker myself. I'm just not a comic book guy. I might watch it, but I don't think it would be something that people would want to see me talk about on my channel, at least. So just looking through my options here on StreamYard. Rusty Reels, you had mentioned that you have a lot to say about this episode of Dexter. I was going to send you this beforehand. This is kind of a short notice. If you want to jump on the stream with me, you're more than welcome to jump on the stream. If you need some time to get prepared, that's fine. But I can definitely send you the link to the stream if you want to jump in. Just make sure your audio is fine and you have a pair of headphones that, you don't have sound coming over the stream. So, yeah, I've already read that one. Brought a knife to a gunfight. Yeah. Yeah, some of my gripes, so my review, I didn't go into the gripes as much. I know of them. When I watched the episode, I saw the gripes. I just didn't really comment much on them. The fact that Angel knows that Dexter goes after serial killers, and he should have included into this character of Leon Prater might be somebody that's a serial killer. Might not be. I mean, you look at him, he doesn't look like he's a serial killer. He's, he's not very intimidating, obviously, no offense to Peter Dinklage, but it's something that he did that I'm not super happy about, but to me, it didn't take away from the episode. Now, other YouTubers out there, Cody was a little upset about that. Sean Chandler was pretty pissed off about that, and Brad Hawk Talk was not happy about that decision. It's understandable. I feel like some characters did some things they normally don't do in this episode, but I still didn't let it take away from the episode. I still think it was a powerful episode, and I must admit, after about 5 minutes of watching it, I kind of moved my cursor towards the end and saw that, Angel was laying on the ground. So I knew going, as I started watching the episode, I'm okay, hey, I think Angel might die in this episode, possibly. I wasn't 100% sure until I got to the scene, because he's just laying there. He might have been knocked out or something like that. But that's what I do. When I watch Dexter Resurrection, I'll start skimming through things while it's playing. So, but yeah, that was a gripe about the episode, but to me, it didn't take away from the episode. And Charlie showed some vulnerability in this episode, and the fact that she checked into the hotel with her credentials, which, it's kind of a Hannah McKay moment. Hannah McKay's wanted, but yet goes to the hospital to check Harrison in. So little gripes like that, but I don't think that took away from the episode. To other people, it did. So I don't know. But anyways, for those of you that have watched the episode, I can't remember if Ryan watches Dexter or not. I think he does, maybe not though. What is your score of the episode out of 10? I know Crazy Coffee Man doesn't like to give a score of the episode. He just likes to say good episode, great episode, okay episode. But I want to know what your score of the episodes are, because I gave it a 10 out of 10. And certainly you're more than welcome to disagree with me. And bear with me a second here. I'm going to turn my brightness on my freaking light down a little bit because it's glaring. It's making my head sweat. I'll just wait for you guys to think of what your scores are if you're all still here. Okay. 10 out of 10. Now we have to rely on Claudette and Melvin to catch Dexter. The thing is, they aren't convinced he is the Bay Harbor Butcher. Well, I mean, I don't know how much of an impact Joey Quinn is going to have if he does come back in a future season of Dexter, which I'm sure he will be at least in a couple episodes of the next season, assuming they have another season. I don't okay, so he knows that they were investigating. Quinn knows that Angel was investigating a Bay Harbor Butcher, and then Claudette and Oliva are going to tell him about Dexter Morgan, and then Quinn's going to think of his dealings with Stan Liddy, and that's going to get him started again. But do we really think that Quinn is going to survive Dexter? I mean, that's not somebody that I want to take Dexter out. Quinn, I don't think he's deserved it enough. I mean, he's a good character, but Desmond Harrington hasn't really been committed to acting lately, so that's why he hasn't really been around in much lately. So, okay, I'm just kind of reading chats ahead of time here. Troy, the Cream McClure, I was okay with that decision. I assumed he did it at least minimum recon on Prater and assumed he wasn't a killer because of his status. Okay. That's interesting. I think that Prater really impressed me in this episode, even though, like, I'm going into this episode before it started. I'm like, I'm going to make a villains, ranking of Dexter villains / antagonists. And Prater really isn't a villain at the moment. Well, he is now, as he is responsible for the death of Angel Batista. I can try to join. I have everything set, but may need to double check in the lobby. Okay. Bear with me a second here. I'm going to get the link. You know what? I can't get the link. Now that I'm already in the stream, if for some reason the stream stops completely, like I'm going to log out of the stream, but I'm not going to end the stream. If it stops completely, I'll start the stream in like 5 minutes, but I'm going to get the link to it for Rusty Reels. Bear with me a second. So I'm going to go off camera and it might end the stream. I'm not 100% sure. Difficult to do. So I ask that you bear with me just a little bit. The episode yet, but is it a pretty good episode? Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. Oh, look at that. Bear with me, everybody, here. Not only we have Rusty Reels coming in the stream eventually, but T. Parker Evans has joined in. Now I got to put my headphones on and adjust some things.